Hello, it's me, Ricky Lai, on the Rick the Lai channel. Not the Master Jake Studios channel, which is the more popular one, but the Rick the Lai channel, which is all about music. I'm really excited and very much anticipating the release of the new Gorillaz record next year, and in celebration of that, I've decided to put out this list of my top 10 favourite Gorillaz songs. Gorillaz are a British virtual band created, masterminded by none other than Damon Albarn, known for being the frontman of Britpop band Blur. And the real magic of Gorillaz just comes from how much personality is packed into their songs. It's just oozing so much character. Whenever you listen to one of their albums, it's like you're really being transported to their world. And because the band members are meant to be fictional or cartoony, it does make the music seem very cartoony and out there and very vivid. It does feel like you're watching some sort of cartoon. Make sure that you do keep in mind that this is all my opinion. If you have your favourites, please feel free to comment them down below. It's not exactly coinciding with the majority opinion. That's Watch Mojo's job.
My job for me, my job make no sound.
5-4 is like a really weird track, but I think that's kind of what makes it such a standout for the band. It's got this weird time signature, 5-4, as the title suggests. It's just a really cool, rough-edged, a little bit abrasive rock tune there, and also just some really disturbing lyrics. Probably not explicitly disturbing, but certainly it's not very comforting to hear the phrase.
She turned my dad on.
Repeated over and over and over again. Again, it's just a show of how much character can be put into a Gorillaz song, even if it necessarily doesn't have to make too much sense. But this track was just so memorable on the debut album that it just had to make the list somehow.
Mama's homemade from scratch, well not quite. Toasted over flames, they be tasting quite right. All hail King Neptune and his water breathers, no Snell thing.
At number 9, a track that is probably the most fun out of all the songs on this list, which is Super Fast Jellyfish, featuring Gruff Rhys of the Super Furry Animals, and also De La Soul. Of course, Gorillaz, Super Furry Animals, De La Soul, known for being quite bright and uplifting and quite just having that little twang of humour to them. So it's pretty cool to see them all collaborate and just create something so ridiculous as a commercial for what seems to be a breakfast meal or maybe cereal. I've never actually known. All I know is that you're getting descriptions of the food. It's just really cool. I just think it was just so cool to hear a song that just describes food. There might be a metaphor underlying there, but really all that matters to me at least is just the fact that it's just such a fun song.
Super fast, I come in last, but just in time for breakfast.
I know you like that, you wanna try that. It's like a flashback, so shake your ass crack.
At number 8, Rock the House. Love the little trumpet sample at the end. I mean, I said Super Fast Jellyfish was a really fun track, but this one's definitely woo, you know, woo. I think the great thing about Rock the House is just how simple those rap verses are, especially the opening verse, which just hammers you with very short but strong lines. And as such, they just really stick. I know you like that. You want to try that. It's like a flashback. So shake your ass crack. I got the balls to rock the salsa. Another landscape. It's my mandate.
MC rhyming and a DJ cutting. I want y'all to just get down.
Love electricity, shockwave, central power on the motherboard, yes. Push up.
Stylo. Yeah. This is one of the best beats they've come up with. I'll say that normally. This is one of the best beats they've come up with. Usually when a beat is just really repeating and it can get quite tedious or grating, but in this case, nah. Oh, it's just so entrancing just hearing this beat and just hearing the vocals being sung over it. And Bobby flippin' Womack on this track kills his... I would say even more than kills. He decimates, he disintegrates, he blows up on this track.
If it's love, it's electric. It'll be flowing on the street. And I feel like, woo!
That's not how the song goes, and my throat is now very sore but we'll continue on anyways.
I saw that day, lost my...
At number 6, El Manana. Definitely one of the sadder tracks from the Gorillaz, but usually whilst most Gorillaz tracks have kind of a hip-hop sound or style to them, this one's a little more melodic, like a pretty little ballad almost. The little vocal harmonies during the chorus absolutely kill me. Not in a laughing matter, oh that killed me, or in a literal manner as if I'm dead, but killed me as in emotionally killed me. It flippin' makes me feel dead inside. It's got that sense of hopelessness, poignancy, but manages to stay extremely beautiful nevertheless. Love the little glockenspiel in the intro as well.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on.
Number 5, Clint Eastwood. You know, the one that's been voted the best Gorillaz song ever, which I can 100% understand, but you know, considering this thing as at number 5, pretty obvious that I prefer others more. But not to discredit this song at all, because flippin' hell, I mean, if it didn't like it, it wouldn't make the list. Clint Eastwood is like the prime example of how much character can be put into a Gorillaz song, and it was just on their debut album. It just really stood out amongst all the other tracks, because whilst most of the other tracks are kind of like little short snippets of what they could do, Clint Eastwood was like the pinnacle there. It's also got some of Gorillaz' most iconic lyrics.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's.
It just oozes character like a cafeteria casserole oozes mold. Feel Good Inc. is like definitely the Gorillaz' most popular song. And when you listen to it, you can really just tell why it's their most popular song. I love the little sections that the song switches between. It's obviously got that sexy bass line. Boom, 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 boom. Then I love the opening vocals there. It's as if you're listening to movie narration on like an analog tape, because it's got that lo-fi feeling to it. And you've got that shimmering, beautiful chorus that's...
Windmill, windmill for the land, the forever hand in hand. Take it all in.
Definitely my favourite part of the song. And then after that chorus, the rap verse, which is just so... It's like a burst of energy in the song.
Laughing gas, these hazmats, fast cat, lining them up like ass crack. Ladies, ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack.
The rhyme scheme is fantastic on that verse. It's just a really cool song. Undeniably cool.
Calling the submarine, and the world will go. Does anybody know? If we're looking out on the day of another dream.
Pad imitator of a boy in the sky, with a cap in his head and a knot in his tie. I'm the light in the mall when the power is gone. The shadow in the corner, just playing along.
Number 2, Do Your Thing. And I'm not meaning the cut short version, the radio edit version. I mean the uncensored, full, 13-minute, ambitious monster of a track, Do Your Thing, featuring James Murphy of LCD Sound System and Andre 3000 of Outkast. This track is, as I say, a monster. This song just absolutely spirals into insanity the more you listen to it. The further into the song you are, the more you realize this thing is just going absolutely crazy. You know, not only is James Murphy absolutely killing those vocals, I mean, as I'd expect. I mean, I love his singing when he does LCD Sound System stuff. I mean, you just have to listen to something like Dance Yourself Clean just to see that. But also, I'm really impressed with Andre 3000, which was apparently, that rap verse was all done in one take. And obviously he's like rapidly spitting out these lyrics.
New word, automatopoeia. Boom, quit acting like you don't wanna be here. Fuck around and get jumped like leave your Glock in the glove, make you really wanna leave me.
But as the rap verse goes on, you can tell it just becomes absolutely ridiculous, and not in a bad way. It's just really entertaining, personality-filled rap verse.
Do your damn thing, do your thing a thing. Do your damn thing, do your thing a thing. Do your damn thing, do your thing a thing. You ain't fresh squeeze juice, nigga, you that tang.
You know, it's just, as I say before, this track just absolutely goes nuts. number 1, Tomorrow Comes Today. I know this one might not necessarily be the most agreeable choice, but for me, it sums up my favourite part of the Gorillaz, which is just being transported into a new world. And that's kind of happened on especially an album Plastic Beach. But they were already doing this on their debut album with the song Tomorrow Comes Today, which just transports you into this almost dystopian-like wasteland. It just feels so empty and a little bit foggy. It's got this really harrowing beat. And there's something viciously simple about this track that makes it so endearing to come back to again and again. Don't get me wrong, I love Ambition. That's why Do Your Thing got so high. But this thing is just absolutely a show of how simple a track from the Gorillaz can be, and yet how powerfully vivid the image that it puts in your mind can also be. So, Tomorrow Comes Today, my favourite Gorillaz track. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the top 10 Gorillaz songs. I will be putting up more lists in the future, and yeah, I will put some honourable mentions on the screen right about now. But for now, thank you very much.
Stare